Welcome to the Aunt Deb Show. Our mission is to make sure every young voice is seen and heard. Because here, you don't have to be a star to be on the show, just be amazing. Let's celebrate the future, one young entrepreneur at a time.
Welcome to the Aunt Deb Show.
It's the Aunt Deb Show.
You already know.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to season 5 of the Aunt Deb Show. I am so excited today because we are now recording in studio. Yes, Aunt Deb is in studio. I'm very excited about that. And I'm also excited about the guest that I have today. So without further ado, let's get into our guest. So our first guest, you may know as Vivi from the Vivi Show, Miss Veronica Mitchell. She's an actress, comedian, entrepreneur, social media personality. She's been featured on such platforms as Jay Hudson Show, CBS 17, 103.9 FM The Light, Erica Campbell Show. She's represented by CESD Talent Agency and Disney exec Irene Dreyer, and she's partnered with Lion Forge Entertainment. She is also the star of the Vivi Show, co-owner of the I Dance Praise Academy, verified creator of Zigazoo. That's the #1 social media app for kids. So you guys, please help me welcome Veronica Vivi Mitchell.
Hi,
Veronica.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on and being my very first guest in studio. I am so honored to have you. So today, ladies and gentlemen, our topic is bullying. And bullying is a topic that needs to be addressed in our society because it's huge.
Absolutely.
It's huge. Yeah. And Vivi is a very big advocate of bullying.
Yes.
And so tell us how you got into being an advocate for bullying, Vivi.
I see a lot of social media influencers trying to, get out there, but when I go to the comments, it's always picking on the person who's making the video. And I just see a lot of hateful comments. So I'm like, why, what in your right mind made you say that thing, those words to that person? They could be an adult, they could be young, but you still, for some reason, said those words. So I'm like, maybe I can go online and just inspire adults, kids, just to be positive, spread the positivity all around the world, because the world is sometimes very negative and you need that positivity shining.
Correct. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. So, Vivi, have you yourself experienced bullying at all?
Yes, I have. When I first started the Vivi Show, it was a little kid, and he went to my school. He always was like, oh, you're not funny, you won't be nowhere, and just hateful words. And then when he seen one of my videos go viral, he came up to me. He was like, well, I'm sorry, can you follow me on this platform, please? And in my mind, some just told me to just say, boy, bye. But I kindly said, no, thank you. But yeah, it was disrespectful the way he was saying. Like, he used to do it every day. Like, he had nothing else to do. He didn't do his work. All he did was just come to me and say these hateful things to me or other people. He used to bully, not just me, he used to bully other kids as well. So yeah, I wanted to make videos and stuff about positivity.
Okay. And you're doing a great job.
Thank
at that.
you.
I really
Thank
mean
you.
that.
Thank you so much.
That is so huge for a youth to be an advocate for bullying.
Thank you.
Very nice. So you brought a special guest with you
I
today.
did.
And I'll let you introduce her.
Yes, her name is London. She has experienced bullying. I'm going to let her tell her story as well. So, London.
Ladies and gentlemen, London Johnson.
Yes.
So, London, welcome to the Aunt Deb Show. It's an honor to have you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, London, how does seeing all the love and support from everybody with your situation, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel very happy. I feel more confidence and not like scared and not sad and not like trying to not go out there and put myself out there.
Yes. Oh my God. So it's giving you confidence, encouragement, knowing who you are, knowing who you have been, because you are beautiful.
Thank you.
You are beautiful. So you guys, There was a concert. Is that what I'm hearing? Tell us
Yes.
about it.
So it's my mom had a benefit concert for her dance group, and I made sure to, because after my mom told me about her story, um, I made a video so she could know that you're not the only one that's out there being bullied, and also so people can just show love and support. So I made a slideshow of the video, and after I posted it, a lot of people was just showing love. It was over 10K people showing love and just showing support in the comments, and I let her see it on TV, and yeah.
How'd that make you feel, London?
It made me feel very happy. It made me feel confidence, encouraged to myself. And I was just very happy that you did that for me because nobody has ever did that for me. And I was just very happy. And I was so proud. Like, I literally start crying the whole time.
Oh, I bet. Oh, my goodness. So, Phoebe, you gave London a special gift. I hear. Tell us about the gift you gave her.
Also the surprise.
The surprise. Yes.
So, London, you've been wanting this surprise for a little while. You've been asking me, you're like, "Baby, what's the surprise?" I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm like, "No, I'm gonna tell you at the interview." So, I want to know, when you go to a doctor, do you be seeing magazines on the like tables and stuff, or you go to like a dentist and you see the magazines on the tables?
Yes.
Have you ever looked inside one of these magazines? So, you are about to be in one of those magazines, in the City Kids magazines in Atlanta, and we're already here, so that's what's happening tomorrow. You're going to take some photos, you're going to be in the magazine, and you just have a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
Look at her. She's so... What a surprise.
Yes, what a surprise.
That is
How you
so
feel? How you
awesome.
feel? Happy.
Happy. London, would you like to share your story with us so everybody can know kind of what you went through?
Yes, so I could say probably when I was in like third grade. So I had this boy, and his name was like, and he didn't like me. He didn't like the way I dressed. He didn't like nothing about me. I would go to school, not happy, sad. I really didn't want to go to school. I hated school back then. I didn't like school. And then I would go to school and he would bully me all the time, hit me, touch on me. And one day I came to school. I was very happy, excited because something had happened. And the boy, he kept messing with me. And then we went to the playground and he punched me right in my forehead. And he just kept bothering me. And I was crying. I told my mom he got suspended. And I just didn't like school. So then we switched schools for fourth grade. I had this cheer team that I was on, and people was like very, very mean to me. I did not like it. I hated it. I didn't want to do dance, do school anymore. I just wanted to do homeschool, and I just wanted to be left alone. And people were throwing food at me, touching me, pulling my hair, doing a lot of stuff. And one time I went in the bathroom, I called my mom and I was crying. And I told her I didn't want to be in this world anymore. And I tried suiciding myself. And it was a lot going on. So then I went back to the same school that the boy was bullying me. And people started messing with me. I had to defend myself a lot of time. I got in trouble a lot because I didn't like it. And then I started bullying other people because what I had went through. And I just wanted somebody to be in my shoes. And then this year in 6th grade, people were like picking on me, bothering me, calling me different types of names, saying stuff that I didn't like and I didn't want people to say about me because I never talked about anybody. And then one time I was at school, this girl, she kept messing with me. I called my mom, I told her, and I talked to 3 different counselors about what she was doing to me. And when I came upstairs, I put my book back down in the hallway, and the girl spit in my face, and I just started swinging off on her because I didn't like it. And then I got into another fight with this boy. He smacked me in my face, and I just started hitting him because I didn't like it, and I was tired of what I was going through. And this girl, when I came in the bathroom, she started hitting on me, and I just had to hit back because I wanted to defend myself, and I got tired of people being mean to me. And then probably when I was like 6 or 7, people were holding me down, and they wrote loser on my forehead when I was little.
And look at you now. Look at you now. Vivi, how did you meet London?
So her mom invited me as a celebrity guest to her birthday party. She had a Barbie, am I right? A Barbie birthday party. And I was the special guest. So I dressed up as a girl. I was doing comedy on stage. I was singing with her, and I just loved her energy. Like, we took pictures, we danced, we sung. It was amazing. I loved how her vibe was just so, it was calming, and it matched my vibe. Like, I'm very energetic, but I would know when to calm down and stuff. And that's the same thing with her. Like, we clicked energies, like, just from there. And yeah.
All right. And you guys did a video of yourselves dancing together. And,
yes, we did.
there's comments from people that encouraged you. We're going to take a look at that, okay?
Okay.
Let's take a look.
You're so cute.
Well, that looked like it was a good time. You guys had a good time making that video.
did.
You had a good time, London. Seeing all those comments, 100K.
Yeah. Yes.
That had to make you feel very special, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, I heard another story, Vivi.
Yes, we do.
Something about a gold skirt.
Yes. Let me tell you
Talk
about
the
that.
gold skirt.
So that golden skirt I wore to the J Hud show when she invited me, and I met Little John. I took pictures and made video, and when she interviewed me, I wore that golden skirt, and I haven't touched it ever since then. So when I had made the video with her and I posted it, I'm like, I'm going to give her this golden skirt because, like, it means a lot. And then when we were on the ride here, she was like, is this going to be like the J Hud show? So she loves the fact that I was on Jennifer Hudson's show. So I gave her that skirt as a gift. And a crown. I gave her a crown as well.
You're so sweet. I want a gold skirt.
I'll
by
give
the
you a
way.
gold skirt.
And your show on J Hut was amazing. I loved it.
Thank
I loved
you.
it. You were surprised. Talking about a surprise.
I was.
Your face was like. But anyway, thank you both
Yes, thank
so
you.
much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming and sharing your story with us, London. It means the world to me.
I'm glad.
And I am glad that you are recovering.
Yes.
I'm glad Vivi came into your life. She's such a special girl. And you're glad she came into your life as well.
I really am.
And you guys keep being great.
Thank you.
You know
Thank
Aunt
you.
Deb loves you.
Yes, we love you more.
We love you too.
Thank you. And I do really appreciate you guys traveling all the way from North Carolina, guys.
You know we gonna do it from Deb.
Yeah. I'm special.
She's
I
special.
heard that right.
Real special.
Thank you very much. But thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Vivi from the VV Show and Miss London Johnson. Hey guys, welcome back to the Aunt Deb Show. We are continuing our series against bullying. It's an amazing subject that we need to touch on in today's society. It's a huge, huge issue. We have a very special guest here today. She's a big advocate on bullying. Her name is Summer Strawberry. She's a 15-year-old speaker, author, and affirmations authority. She has been seen nationally and locally on The Kelly Clarkson Show, ABC News Live, CBS, NBC, Fox, Atlanta News First, LA Comic-Con, and many more. And let's not forget the Aunt Deb Show. Summer was season 1 on the Aunt Deb Show. She was on my podcast, and we both were kind of beginning. I was Summer's first podcast interview back then, and she has done phenomenal. I can't wait for you guys to get into her. She empowers girls to unleash the power of positive I am affirmations to improve their confidence and mental health. After being bullied at school, this young CEO has independently sold over 10,000 copies worldwide of her affirmation coloring books that feature positive images of Black girls through her publishing company. She teaches girls how to unlock their subconscious mind to bring out the superhero that is already inside of them through her I Am Confident University affirmation and vision board workshop, coloring books, and workbooks. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Summer Strawberry.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming, Summer,
Yes.
all the way from Orlando, Florida.
Yes.
I'm honored to have you as always. This is your third appearance on the Aunt Deb Show.
Yes, and I'm super excited this time because I'm in studio.
Yes,
It's going to be amazing.
Yes. And we've met in person
Yes.
before. We were at an event and I came to meet you personally because I love you so much. I really do.
Thank you.
So before we get into what you have currently going on, tell us how you got started on your journey advocating against bullying, Summer.
Yes, so to become a advocate against bullying, I was bullied. And, it started in the 4th grade where at first, as growing up, your teeth start to fall out. So my 2 front teeth fell out at the same time, and one grew back in straight and the other one grew back in crooked. And that led for my classmates and people who I thought were my friends to start bullying me about it constantly. And, it became an insecurity that I personally never noticed or ever thought it was a problem. And, I was also, there was one day where, me and my dad, we were out somewhere and he decided to take a picture of me. And, something changed. So he noticed that I would stop smiling, showing my teeth for pictures like I used to do. And it was kind of a subconscious thing where I didn't realize that I was doing that. And he was like, why are you doing this? And I was like, because kids at school are making fun of my teeth. And, he's like, you're being bullied. And, at the time I thought it was a joke, kids being kids, we would always make jokes and everything's funny. I was also bullied because at the time, kids thought my fingers were long and skinny. Mm-hmm. And that also led to kind of another insecurity that I kind of picked up. And, to help my low self-esteem and my low confidence and my insecurity, my dad introduced me to something so powerful. They're called positive affirmations. And if you're not familiar with affirmations, they're positive statements that you say to yourself repeatedly to reprogram your subconscious mind. So, the affirmations that I came up with were I am Black, brown, and beautiful. I'm confident. I'm a winner. I'm a leader, and I'm fearless. And that's why it's so important to say every day. And this is what I encourage girls to do daily because, you never realize the power of it until you truly believe in it.
That's correct. And that got you through.
Yes, it did.
Oh, my God. Those are powerful affirmations. Oh, and you're an author,
Yes.
as I mentioned. And so from that, you created books. So tell us more about the books you've written, Summer.
Yes, so my first coloring book is called Black, Brown, and Beautiful. And it's such a positive representation of Black and Hispanic girls so they can have, see themselves in a positive way. We also have 27 pages of affirmations saying I'm Black, brown, and beautiful. I'm complete. I'm skillful. I'm chill. I love myself. Because, starting affirmations at such a young age is something that will stick with you for the rest of your life. And it's going to be such a positive, reprogramming of your mind. I also have my second coloring book called Glow Up, which is translated in 6 different languages. So we have it in English, Spanish, Portuguese, French, Haitian Creole, and Swahili. And the reason why I included those languages are because, that's the most common languages that Black and Hispanic people speak. And this is all due because we're all around the world. We're in many countries. Yes. We're all around the world. And this is because of the transatlantic slave trade. And, I wanted girls to be more educated on that topic right there because, it's kind of history that, it needs to be acknowledged for sure. It's hard to learn about, but, to know yourself, you have to know where you come from. And that's so important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And then I have
You are so powerful.
thank you.
Go ahead.
I also have my third book. It's called My Career Glow Up, and it's showing Black girls positively represented in different careers. So we have a Supreme Court justice, we have an entrepreneur, we have a film director. So variety of careers, so girls can start looking into the fields that are out there, and start with getting mentorship, intern somewhere, so you can start getting your life ready at a young age as well. We also have my latest coloring book, I'm an Olympian, which is featuring female athletes in different sports. That's based on the Paris Olympics. So that became the Black, Brown, and Beautiful series right there.
Woo! Amazing.
Thank you.
I have all of them.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I do.
Yes, thank you.
They're awesome. They're awesome.
Thank you.
My grandkids get into them. I have a 2-year-old granddaughter who goes around saying affirmations every morning.
Wow.
Thanks to you, Summer.
Oh my gosh, that's
And
so
you're
great
right.
to hear.
It is important. It is important. It gives her, it changes her moods in the morning, so.
I love that.
Thank you for that. And now you have I Am University, correct?
Yes, I'm Confident University. Yes.
I Am Confident University, I'm sorry. Tell us about that.
Yes, so it's I'm Confident University is a series of affirmation and vision board workshops. And this is so important because me and my dad, Mastermind Statements, we teach you the right way to use vision boards and make the things that you put on your vision board come to life. Because when you go to these vision board workshops, it's seen as more like an arts and craft activity. But, vision board, if you have a vision and you want to execute it, you want to make sure that you're doing it the right way. So we have a workbook that shows you the steps of, getting to that point. And, we start off with, like, what are your limiting beliefs? What doubt do you have? So you can, like, identify those. And then, what are the steps to achieve your goals? Why do you feel this way? Why do you have this doubt? And then, like, write your own affirmations to overcome that doubt. So it's such, it's a powerful workbook right there. And come out to our workshops if you're in the area and we're in your area, or if you want to come down, definitely keep an eye out for that because it's going to be an amazing experience.
Oh wow! And you're in Orlando. Do you hold
Yes.
those in Orlando?
Yes.
And they can also go to your Instagram, your social media.
Yes, my social media. Yeah, Summer Strawberry, SUMERSTRAWBREE. That's also my website right there, and then all my social medias.
So lately, you have been studying stars that have been bullied. Getting into that, I've seen that on your social media. Tell us how that goes. When you're talking, have you talked to any of them, or you're just following their story?
Yeah, so I've created a few videos recently. It's like the Celebrities Who Are Bullied series that I started, because when we look at these celebrities, we only see their highlights, their successes, and that's so important. But the most important thing is, how did they get there? What adversity did they go through? So there's been many celebrities that I've took myself upon and researched, and it's so important to know because we're all human. We all go through these different experiences, and I think it's so important that we recognize that these celebrities are human too, and it kind of makes it more relatable. It may be hard to relate yourself to a celebrity, but when you see when it's described in that way, where if you were bullied and they were bullied as well, you feel kind of a connection as well. So
Yeah, and some of them, the stories that I've seen on your page, I was like, oh my goodness, you just would never believe, like you said,
Right.
And you're right, it does make people who've been through something with bullying and they see that, it's like, oh wow, well look at them, it gives them encouragement as well. Woo. Okay, so, and then as a result of your research, you designed a free infographic that parents use as a resource to know how to contact the school.
yes.
when their kids have gone through bullying? Tell us about
Yes.
that.
So I created that infographic because, if your child is bullied or someone that you know is bullied, it may be hard to get results from, contacting the school or anything like that. So I created that infographic, first starting off with telling your parent, because there have been many stories where kids aren't telling their parents what they're going through. It may feel, kind of embarrassing for them, or it just feels hard to get out. But that's like the first thing that's the first person that you really want to talk to. Because that parent, they will really, get the help for you, and they would advocate for you, just like how my dad did. And then also reaching out to your teacher, let your teacher know. Reaching out to the first year counselor, then your assistant principal, district office, and if it gets really serious, the news, because some of these school districts, some of these schools, they don't really take action. And that's exactly what I learned from also, another part of my research, where there's black children as young as 6 years old who went through bullying, and, they committed suicide because of it. And, researching that, it's really hard to dive into, because these children felt like they had no hope, and they couldn't, rely on anybody to, help them out. So they took that action. Mm-hmm. And it's really hard, like when I'm creating these posts, and also like I get comments of, parents who say that their child has been bullied, or there was one parent who even commented on my post and was like, this girl, she went to my daughter's school. And, that was my reaction right there. Like, it really shocked me, because lives are so valuable. And, there's like, I don't know. Okay, so something that like I've been thinking about recently is that people think that bullying doesn't exist anymore. Like, I go on social media, look at the comments, and they're like, we need to bring bullying back. Whoa. That's a crazy statement, and that right there, that definitely bothered me, because, I don't know where they got that from at all, but, there's people who go through bullying. There's racist bullying that's still out there. There's cyberbullying. I was cyberbullied. That's another part of my story as well. I was cyberbullied starting in the 7th grade. And that was where I would receive negative, hateful, anonymous text messages from numbers that I didn't know. And it was like spam messages. So like 10 messages, like just like a whole pack of messages. And it was hate towards my second book, like, because I just released my second book at the time. And it was like, stop making books and different things like that. And I was also bullied on Snapchat as well. But like I said, those affirmations, they really helped me. So, that's why it's so important to, like, I love getting my message out there. I love being invited to schools, nonprofits to speak, because there's children out there who need a young advocate. They need someone to relate to help them go through their situation. There's verbal bullying, the most common one and most normalized bullying. There's also physical bullying, which is another big one as well. So.
Yeah. That's what I was going to get into next, the types of bullying. So thank you for covering those. Those are huge. Huge. And then the cyberbullying, would you say that's the most common?
Yeah, and I think it's the most normalized as well, because, when I'm scrolling through social media, recently, there was a girl who had like a disability, and she was recording herself confident. It was like the outfit of the day or something like that. And all these comments were just hateful. And there's like a term out there, they call people chopped. I don't know if you heard of that.
No.
But okay, so I hear everybody at school call everybody that, like call each other that. So that's a new word that's out there. It's really hateful. And, I feel really bad for the people. Well, I mean, I went through it as well, but like the people who just receive all these negative comments and they have to go through them, and they're like, just looking at yourself in the mirror like that, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But, I love the rare events, unfortunately, that these people who receive these negative comments, they reply with positivity.
Yeah.
And that's, it's something that's really hard to do, but, once you know who you are and you have confidence in yourself, those comments, they don't bother you. So.
And it's hard for someone who's being mean to you and you come back with positivity.
Mm-hmm.
That scares them away because they don't know how to react to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing. Come back with positivity.
Yes.
Always. Ooh, Summer. I'm so proud of you. I really
Thank you.
am. You're a busy girl. Keep it up. I love what you're doing. And again, tell everybody about how they can participate in your I Am Confident University workshops. Tell them that again.
Yes, so it should be posted on my social medias. I definitely know for sure. And also email PR@summerstrawberry, SUMERSTRAWBREE.com. We have a lot of events coming up this year, and if you want to be a part of it, email that. Look at my social medias because I post there pretty frequently. Definitely check out my Instagram because everything will be there. So, yes, thank you.
Yes, her Instagram is full of information, and she posts daily. I love what you post. I'm a follower, a true follower.
Thank you.
I admire you for being an advocate against bullying at your age. That's huge. That is really huge. And thank you for tackling that subject the way you do. It's very important. So, again, thank you so much,
Thank
Summer,
you.
for coming on.
I enjoyed this conversation so much.
I know. And you're so passionate. You're so real about it. That's what I love. And the way you help others is amazing. You and your dad both are amazing. You're family to me, okay?
Thank you.
I really mean that. And thank both of you for traveling all the way from Orlando to come to the studio and be one of my first guests, Summer. That means everything to me. I strategically chose who I wanted to be my first guest, and here you are. So thank you so much. I'm tearing up. Because I'm looking at you, and you have grown so much since the last time. You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
And keep being great for me, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, we have Summer Strawberry. Check her out on Instagram. And thank you again for coming. And what an amazing show on a serious topic. To close out the show, though, I have the most amazing guest. I love her to death, and she knows it. Taylor Renee is a 10-year-old viral singing sensation, powerhouse performer, actor, and content creator who is passionate about inspiring others. She has captivated audiences with her singles Be Good in School and the anti-bullying anthem Don't Cry. Taylor has been seen nationally and locally as well. And she has been on the #1 syndicated show, The Aunt Deb Show, twice, right? This is her third appearance. Please help me welcome Taylor Renee.
Hi.
Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Aunt Deb.
Welcome back. Welcome back. And I just want to let you know that you have been doing some amazing things.
Thank
and
you.
we see you. You keep being great. But as you know, today's episode is about bullying, right? So you came on my show before about bullying, but tell the audience your story briefly again on how you were bullied.
Well, between 8 and 9, I used to get bullied at school because my right eye would wander off and my other one would stay straight, and that would look weird. So then I would come home crying to my mom, saying that people were telling me that I was ugly, and people were saying that I don't want to be your friend anymore. And then I was crying to my mom, saying that I don't want to go to school anymore because I'm ugly. And then that's when she made this song, which is Don't Cry.
Don't cry. Woo! So, Taylor, how have you overcome the feelings that you encountered when you were being bullied? How has that helped you to be the person you are?
when my mom made the song, I was like really happy that she made it because it gives me power to like believe in myself and to keep doing what I do.
Okay, awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special treat for you. As Taylor mentioned, her and her mom created a song against bullying just to make you feel, uplift you, right? So we're going to go right into Taylor Brene singing her single, Don't Cry.
They may say the meanest things. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. They may try to make you think you look funny. Don't cry. I won't cry. They can say what they wanna say, but it doesn't matter. 'Cause I know who I am. I have thick skin. They can think what they wanna think, but it doesn't matter. 'Cause I know who I am comes from within. From within. It could be hard if you don't fit in. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. When you know what's deep within you, you can fly. You don't have to cry no more. You can smile. And sometimes it may be hard 'cause they are mean. If you look within your heart, you'll see the beauty. What they wanna say, but it doesn't matter. 'Cause I know who I am. I have thick skin. They can think what they wanna think, but it doesn't matter. 'Cause I know who I am comes from within. From within. Oh, from within. Oh, they can't say what they want to. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, Taylor, girl, that was amazing.
Thank
As
you.
always, I love your voice. Thank you for sharing your voice with us. That was a treat.
You're welcome.
Thank you again. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for Aunt Deb. You guys take care. And remember, if you see something, say something. Bullying is not okay. We'll see you next time on the Aunt Deb Show.
Bye.